It's Ask Ritu. Thanks so much for sending in your questions across social media. Keep them coming. I love hearing from you. The question that I would like to answer today goes like this. I read your bio on your website, ritubasine.com, and you've had a really interesting and different career path. How did you end up becoming an inclusion consultant and professional speaker? What helped you along the way? So I get asked this question all the time when I'm doing my one-on-one discussions with people and all of that. But I think this is the very first time that I'm going to do a video on this topic. So in a nutshell, I grew up in a household that was deeply committed to social justice issues and talking about social justice. My parents are immigrants from India. We're Punjabi by culture, Sikh by faith. My parents, as immigrants to Canada, had multiple experiences with racism, sexism, and more, and they would talk about their experiences. And then on top of that, as you may know from watching my other videos, reading my blogs, and reading my book, The Authenticity Principle, I also am a survivor of childhood racist bullying. And so all I know is that growing up, I wanted to do something that was social justice related. And this is back in the 80s, as I was a little kid into the 90s. And back then, if you wanted to do social justice work, well, you either joined a nonprofit or you became a politician, or like a good Indian daughter, you could have become a lawyer. So that's exactly what I did. I became a lawyer in big towers over there. And I did it for a few years and I absolutely hated it. Like I did human rights law, public law, and it still did not make me feel good. But I was really people oriented. Like I gravitated a lot towards people. So I left the practice of law, but I stayed in the legal profession by joining a large Canadian international law firm as an HR executive, as a director of legal talent. And I did that for 7 years, and I really enjoyed HR. But at the tail end, I decided I wanted to do something different. It led me essentially to pursue an MBA, which I did, an executive program. And throughout the executive program, I said to myself, I should start my own thing. So when I finished the MBA, I left my job in the big towers, and I launched my consulting practice, which I've now had for 10 years in the area of inclusion. I'm a professional speaker, a consultant, I've written a book, and there's a few things that have really helped me to get me to where I am today. 1, relentless hard work. 2, consistently pursuing excellence in all I do. And the third thing that is unexpected for a lot of people when they hear me say it is I am multidisciplinary, which means that I draw from a number of different industries and fields and practices. So for example, I'm also a yoga teacher and practitioner. I'm also studying to be a trauma therapist right now. It's really important to bring a multidisciplinary lens to the work that I do because I think it makes it richer. So I love your question. Thanks so much for asking. I hope this helps. And keep your questions coming across social media.